Welcome to my YouTube channel, Joe and Michelle. So these are some of my favorite longtime clients over the past decade, and they have bought and sold, you say 8 times, but I think it might be more. We'll have to count.
Calculated 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a rundown of everything they've bought and sold, many different types of properties, many different markets. We learned that this time. So I met Michelle first, and we did a whole buyer consultation at a Starbucks.
Yes, we did.
With your mother, Ann.
Yep.
And that was a decade ago. I don't even remember what we talked about, but I remember we found your home, your townhome.
Townhouse.
And then you met Joe.
Very soon after buying.
Very soon after buying that. And it was happily ever after immediately. Yep. So Joe had a condo. Mm-hmm. You moved in with Joe. Yep. We sold your townhome. We sold your condo.
Yep.
Yes.
Bought the first single family home, which was very exciting, but very overwhelming.
Yep.
And so we downsized into a condo.
Yep.
And then we were over that because now you have a little one, JJ. And today they're closing on their brand new, well, not new, but new to you guys, single family home. And I told them that they're not allowed to move for a minimum of 5 years. Yes. Isn't that right?
We'll see you in 5 years.
Yes. So I didn't even count that, but we're probably 8, 9.
Yep.
So you guys are obviously seasoned, and the people want to hear from you guys, especially first-time home buyers who have not bought and sold before. You guys have a lot of intel, you have a lot of knowledge, again, multiple markets, multiple types of homes, condos, townhomes, single-family homes. So what were your biggest fears when you were buying your first house?
I think my biggest fear was affording it and just learning how to structure my lifestyle around a house. But once I figured out a routine and figured out priorities, then it was, okay, I can do this, I can make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember what your biggest fear was buying your condo?
It's not as far as buying it, no, but I do remember for like the first 3 months, I was so cautious with everything. I was like, I'm gonna put the dish in the sink because this is mine now and I have to take care of it. Nobody else is gonna come in and fix things for me.
Yeah. So a different level of responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What is one smart move that you feel like you made early on that paid off later?
I think I didn't rush out of my parents' house, and that's not obviously a luxury for everybody.
Right.
But I didn't feel like I needed to keep up with societal standards of move out at 18, go on to the next step. So I had time to build a nest egg. So when I was ready at 24 to go on to the next step, I could buy a house at 24.
Yeah.
I agree. The more money you can save to put up towards a house, I think the easier in the long run as far as like your overall payments.
Yeah.
And then that's just, you're investing in your future with the, as much money as you can put in at the start.
Exactly. And I'm gonna add to that for you. So Michelle, her first home it was not your dream home.
Right.
It was not a fixer-upper, but it was an older home, and you renovated the kitchen.
Correct.
You did the countertops, and that's the best ROI, but you didn't do the bathrooms, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so she just did the kitchen, and I remember when we went to list it, I walked in and I was like, holy smokes, this is going to be game-changing. Did you do the floors or no?
No.
Okay, so just kitchen. And you made a killing.
Yeah.
But that is the best ROI. And I didn't even tell her to do that. She did that on her own. So I would say that is something that really paid off later for you.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I love the lady.
She's a smart one. Yeah. She's a keeper. What do you wish more first-time home buyers understood about the buying process? So maybe those who are thinking about purchasing, what do you wish, inspections, looking, settling, payments, anything that you...
I think something we talked about was not rushing into your dream home. If there's a home that works, that's in your price range, that isn't going to stretch you, and that's still going to allow you to live and grow, that might be the perfect home in this moment in time, and you can still work towards your dream home later.
Yeah.
So viewing the buying process not as I have to get perfection, but let me find something that can work.
Yeah.
Yeah, real estate's one of the few things that appreciates, when you buy it. So, like she said, just taking that leap, not waiting, past a certain point or waiting for that perfect opportunity to come. I mean, you'll walk into a house and you'll love it, like we've done every time with you. But I would say something for first time people is find a realtor that you really like and that you trust, because they have people that are going to be able to help you with things, and use those people, and the process is going to be a lot smoother than if you're trying to find somebody and having them work together for the first time.
Right.
So just trust that like this is your realtor's job, and they're gonna help you achieve your goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think lenders, inspectors, everybody. You're not having to do the work, or like as the buyers, we weren't having to do the work to go find people.
Yeah.
We knew that we had people available to us.
And from a realtor's perspective, that is very important, because I know my inspectors and I know my lenders, and I know, okay, hey, this person's fallen off, or this person's really good and they have a new loan package or what have you. So yeah, absolutely. That's a good tip. What is one mistake? I don't know if there is one, but if you can think of a mistake, or maybe something that you wish you hadn't done, what do you think you would tell people to avoid?
So it's not a mistake, because every decision we've made has really helped propel us to the next step, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't make the decisions we did. The regret I have is that I wish we could have kept some of those earlier properties for investments, because that's a piece that I know that we both would have loved to have had along the way. And with the market the way it is from when we first started buying, those places would just be great for us, and help us with our long-term financial goals. As far as mistakes, I can't make any mistakes with this one right here.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's definitely a luxury, but if you can swing it, that's always smart.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, wrapping up, what has made you guys come back to me after 8 transactions?
Always knowing that you have the answer. It never felt like we've had a lot of tricky situations that we have found ourselves in, and it never felt like there was oh no, I've never seen this before, I don't know what to do. It always felt like there was, okay, we're gonna figure this out, there is a plan, this isn't the end of the road, the world's not exploding, like we have a way forward.
Great.
Yeah, there's definitely been those moments along the way, and I think for me there's 2 sets of things that are really stood out. And I know we've all known each other for a decade now, but even day one when we first started working together, you've always been professional and personable. I knew that it felt like you were just a good friend that had all these answers, but yet anytime we needed something, you were on the phone, you got with people that we didn't have to deal with, and we always appreciated that.
Great.
And then you're also honest, but also understanding of our goals. So you're not going to just let us make decisions that you think aren't going to help us. You'll have a tough conversation and say your price is too high right now. Or no, don't do that. Let's make sure that long term this is what's going to be best for you. And I think you need somebody like that, because as much as we all think we're experts in these things, we need somebody like you that's going to have both our best interests and long term goals in mind, but also knowing that if you do this, you're not going to have this happen for you. I've always appreciated that.
Good. And I think that is interesting, because in this market right now, 2025, that property that they sold was a condo, and it is the hardest time to sell a condo right now. So I remember when we met, I was like, let's freaking do this. I'm so excited for you guys, because now you have JJ, and this is a necessary move. However, hold up, it's not going to be as simple as when we sold the last house, because did we have multiple? That was the crazy time.
Had 17 offers in 24 hours.
Not the same. So yeah, that level of expectation definitely needed to be set, even if you guys knew it, because I think that helps create a lasting professional and personal relationship, because then you guys aren't mad at me. Hey, why isn't my house selling, Christine? That's not going to be good.
Absolutely.
Last question. What is one thing you would tell someone watching this who's nervous about finding the right agent? So maybe how can people find the right agent, or what should they be looking for in an agent maybe?
I think someone who it's their full-time job, they're very invested in it as their career. They're going to know the tricks and the trades better. They're going to have your interest at heart. They're just more invested, and finding someone who's invested in not only the career, but you as well.
Yeah, there's a ton of part-time agents, so that's actually a really good tip. Anything to add?
I agree with that.
Okay.
And I think, I met you by way of Michelle, and I think that ask your friends. Like everybody's bought and sold. They all know somebody, and they can give you honest opinions of realtors. Yeah, but Michelle, I think nailed it.
Yeah. She's a good one. She picks good ones, and she's a good one. Yeah. All right. Well, we have a closing to attend.
We do.
Isn't that right? So let's do it. Or 9. I'm going to count later. Bye. Bye.